Okay, you wasn't raised right. Well, I've officially become a Stanley girl. It makes you look ugly. The bikinis, I be looking like a busted can of biscuits. Hi babes, welcome in or welcome back to my channel. My name is Shameka if you are new here, and if you're joining us for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, girl. We would love to have you over here. Join the squad, join the family. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can get finer, sister. It is the start of the springtime, and I don't know about you, but when spring come around, spring, summer, I be feeling like that's when I look my best self. In the winter and in the fall, well, really the winter, I be crusty, I be rusty, and I don't be looking my best. But something about that summertime glow, springtime glow, it just hits different for me. And I feel like in those two seasons, that's when I really shine. So if you want to hear how you can get finer for this upcoming spring and summer season, sister, then just keep on watching. So first off, I want to say that it is the small things that make you more attractive. You're not just one day going to go from 0 to 100. You need to do small things incrementally over time that will enhance your appearance. I find that people who have money, people who are rich or well off, it's just something about them. Like they just glow different. You can tell that they have money and that they are well kept. And the only difference between them and us is the small things, the little tiny things that you can do throughout your day and throughout your life, and that you can incorporate in your routine will make all the difference in the world in your appearance. So first up on my list is to have good hygiene. Now that goes without saying, but I find in the spring and in the summer, your hygiene needs to be in tip-top shape. The sun coming out and the temperature rising, we are going to sweat a lot more. We're going to produce a lot more body odor and things of that nature. So staying on top of your hygiene during these warmer months is crucial. If that means you have to take a shower 2 times a day, then so be it. Sometimes when it's that time of the month, girl, I will not lie, I might have to take a shower 3 times a day, but staying on top of your hygiene when it is warmer outside is essential. You obviously want to take care of your hygiene in the cooler months, but obviously you aren't sweating as much, you're not producing as much body heat and things like that. So you can probably go with 1 or 2 showers a day when it's colder, but when it's hot, oh baby, you in that water, you need to be in that water very often. Do whatever you gotta do to stay on top of your hygiene. They have the whole body deodorants, they have the spray deodorants, they have so much stuff these days. And you don't want to just be putting fruity or scents on top of funk. It starts with the shower, of course, but once you shower, try to do things and come across methods to help prevent you from sweating, like the whole body deodorant or getting laser to get rid of your underarm hair and things like that. Next up on the list is to dress for your body type. You can be a small and petite thing, or you could be one of our fluffy girls. It really doesn't matter. I find women are beautiful on all ends of the spectrum when they know how to dress for their body type. So find clothes that flatter the figure that you currently have. I think sometimes, for me personally, I tend to wear clothes that are too small, clothes that I can no longer fit in that my old body used to look good in. But now I'm trying to stuff myself into this outfit and it just don't look right. I be looking like a busted can of biscuits, like they told Drew on RHOA. I'm not trying to be out here looking like a busted can of biscuits, and I hope you are not either, sis. So find clothing items and wear clothing items that flatter your current body type. Don't be living in the future thinking about how you would look in this if you lost 15 pounds. And don't be living in the past thinking about how good you looked when you was 15 pounds lighter. Dress for how you currently look now and in the moment. Third thing on my list is to practice having good posture. When you just sitting like this, slumped, just looking, that is not attractive, baby. Sit up, shoulders back, chin up, and look like you have some get up and go about yourself. Look like you have some class and like you're someone who's on a mission and at attention. You don't want to look like you just down and in the dumps and just look. Sit up, girl. You look important. You look like you have some business about yourself. And so practice having good posture because it just looks better. It appears better. And for me, it's more inviting and more welcoming. When you're sitting slouched over and slumped over, it's not as welcoming and inviting, and people may not approach you as much or as often. It kind of gives off the vibe that maybe you don't want to be somewhere, or you're uncomfortable, or you're even insecure. Sitting up with your shoulders back gives off a more confident appearance. It makes you look more inviting and welcoming to have conversation with people. It makes it look like you're sure of yourself and you're where you're supposed to be. Next up on the list is to practice having a confident and inviting smile. Having a beautiful smile can go a long way. There are some people in the world who are not conventionally attractive, but they have a beautiful smile. So you really can't even tell that they really ain't even all that cute, because a beautiful smile will take you a very long way. Trust me. That is one of the reasons that I decided to get braces. If you don't know, I used to have a little situation with my teeth, and I decided to get braces because I wanted to feel more confident. And then once I got my braces removed, I actually practiced smiling. And I know it sounds so cliche, but it truly is a difference from going from having braces to not having them. So when you have your braces, you kind of learn how to smile a certain type of way with the metal in your mouth. And then once you get them removed and you have this new set of teeth, I kind of had to teach myself how to smile with my new teeth in a way that was flattering and that felt comfortable. Because you never want to smile and it look creepy or you look like you're in pain or anything like that. And so there are videos on YouTube where you can practice having a confident and inviting smile. And I would suggest you check those out. I can link them down below in the description box, but it truly makes a huge difference. Next up on the list is to exercise regularly. Now, truth be told, girls, y'all know I talk about going to the gym. I encourage you to go to the gym. But personally, because I had so much going on in my life for the past 5 or 6 months, I fell off of my fitness routine. I had not been to the gym consistently in 2 months. And so I just started back going consistently about a month ago, and girl, I am loving it. Now, if you are new to a fitness journey, I will say that at first it is tough. It can be very difficult because, especially if you do classes like I do, everyone else in the class may appear to be stronger than you. And they just may be stronger than you and have more endurance than you. But don't give up. Don't waver. Like I said, I just started back going a month ago. And when I first started going, literally, y'all, I was going through it. Like after one of my classes, I literally threw up. Like they was pushing me so hard, I threw up after the class. And I also did feel a little insecure because I was the weakest link in the class. I'm telling you, 50, 60-year-old women in the class were stronger than me. And it's because I hadn't been in so long. And so I would encourage you to push through that and know that it's just a phase, because literally just a week ago, I was telling my boyfriend, like, I'm getting so much stronger. I can tell when I do my push-ups. Like, I can push up now without feeling like it's killing me. I can do all of the cardio and the endurance stuff and not feel like it's taking a toll on me. And now I'm back to the place where I'm actually looking forward to going to the gym. My body is back acclimated to the process and my body craves it now. So if you are in the beginning of your journey and you're feeling discouraged, just push through. It is just a phase. It is just a moment in time. You are going to get there. You won't always be the weakest link, and you're going to strengthen yourself, and then you're going to love how your body looks in return, girl. When I tell you, the bikinis, baby, I cannot wait. Like, I look so good already, and I haven't even went as hard as I'm about to go. So the body about to be tea this summer, sister. Join the squad, get on the team, and get in that gym, girl. Another thing that you can do to enhance your appearance, which may not seem so obvious, but I think it makes a world of a difference, and that is cultivate positive personality traits. So you want to have kindness, positivity, thoughtfulness. You're a warm and kind person. People just gravitate towards you. And I don't know about y'all, but I've always heard the saying that, like, when you have a nasty personality, it makes you look uglier than what you really may be, or you may not look as good as you truly are because your personality is so bad. A positive personality can make even the ugliest person more attractive, and it can make an already attractive person even that much more attractive. It really all depends on their aura and their vibe and the type of person that they are. So if you are already a beautiful person, having a beautiful personality is just going to make you all that much more beautiful. And if you don't feel like you're the most beautiful person, cultivate a positive personality. Focus on having positive traits about yourself, because it's going to make you appear to be more beautiful. When you are self-deprecating, when you're mean, when you're nasty, when you're rude, it really takes away from your beauty. And we don't want that. We want to look our best, and we want people to have a positive experience of us. So in order to do that, we have to have those positive personality traits. Next up on the list is something that I kind of already touched on, but I want to reiterate it, and that is really avoiding self-deprecating and self-sabotaging behaviors. You do not want to be self-deprecating. I feel like that is such an childish way to be when it comes to yourself. You don't want to talk down on yourself, say bad things about yourself. I don't want to say that it's childish. It's just very, I don't know, it's juvenile to me, you know, because I feel like at the age of 30, in your later 20s, you should find things that you love about yourself. I mean, we all have things that we're not the happiest about with ourselves, right? But you shouldn't be talking down on yourself and being so negative with who you are to the point where it makes other people uncomfortable. And that's what self-deprecating does. That's what self-sabotaging does. When other people can tell that you don't appreciate yourself, appreciate your life, appreciate the positive things that you bring to the world and bring to your relationships, it makes you look ugly. It makes you somebody who people don't want to be around because it puts them in an uncomfortable place. Because what are they supposed to do with the information of you self-deprecating? Like when you saying like, girl, yeah, I'm fat, I don't look good. Like, what am I supposed to say? Yeah, girl, you fat as hell, girl. And that you need, like, what am I supposed, like, I'm uncomfortable now because you talking SHIT about yourself. And I mean, I'm going to try to uplift you. I can try to uplift you, but people who tend to be self-deprecating, is nothing you can say to change their mind about how they feel in that moment. So it's just a really off-putting thing, and it kind of makes you look less confident and shows your insecurity. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to be highlighting all the things we hate about ourselves. We all have those things. We don't have to put it on Front Street and say it before somebody else can say it and all of that. Love on yourself. Treat yourself kindly. Find the things that you like about yourself and talk about those things. Next up on the list is to get a good night's rest. Now, this is crucial because if you're anything like me, not having a good night's sleep, sometimes I wake up one side of my face be more puffy than the other. Allergy season, oh my god, girl, allergy season hate me because I've been waking up every morning with my eyes super puffy. Don't let me only get 4 or 5 hours of sleep the night before. I just look a complete mess. So definitely try to get a good night's sleep. When you finally when you wake up in the morning and you're looking good and refreshed and you're glowing, it just makes you look all that much better. Like today I woke up and I looked so freaking crusty. Like my eyes were so puffy, my cheeks were swollen. I just looked a mess. I really couldn't control it because it's allergy season. But by the time my therapy session came around, I had myself looking good. I looked put together and my therapist told me I was glowing. But I was intentional about getting my appearance in order before she saw me. So if you're like me and you can't really help with the allergy season and stuff like that, and you can't really control the puffiness and all of that, do the best you can once you are awake to kind of enhance your appearance, and don't just have people have to look at that sight. You know what I'm saying? Not that it's horrible, but you do want to try to put your best foot forward and look your best. Next up on the list is to stay hydrated and moisturized. Now, I talked about the moisturizer that I've been using in a previous video. I will go ahead and link it down below. My boyfriend has eczema and I've put him onto this lotion. My little brother has eczema as well, and my brother had told me maybe like 2 years ago that the moisturizer, I'm sorry, I'm saying lotion, but it's really a moisturizer, that the moisturizer that he was using was the only thing that would help with his eczema. Well, that's the moisturizer that I use now as well. It's by La Roche-Posay. You get a huge like 8-ounce bottle for $20. It lasts so long. Literally, I've had my bottle for the past 4 months. I bought it in December and I'm not even halfway through with it. My boyfriend loves it. He just went and purchased his. When I tell you guys this moisturizer is a game changer, I don't know about y'all, but I'm just not into spending $60 on a moisturizer no more. Like, although I can afford it, I've been being so much more conscious about how and where I spend my money, and realizing that when it comes to skincare, I will go drop a bag on some skincare. And not that the products don't work, but it's just not worth it. You know, I'm spending $60 on a moisturizer and it only lasts me 30 days. So every 30 days I have to go and give you $60. No, I'll take my La Roche-Posay. It's thick, it's moisturizing, it helps your skin glow. It's been part of my skincare regimen. My dermatologist recommends the Roche-Posay. I stand by it, 10 out of 10. And then as far as staying hydrated, I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I had like a little stainless steel cup that keeps my drinks cold. Well, I've officially become a Stanley girl. Your girl got her a Stanley. And what was stopping me from becoming a Stanley girl previously was that I don't like my straw to be exposed. So I actually found out that Stanley has the flip straw. One of you guys told me about this in one of my videos. So thank you so much if you're watching this. But I love this Stanley. First of all, I plugged in my previous water container that I was using. I think it was about Bubba. Bubba ain't got none on Stanley, okay? I see the hype with Stanley. I see why she costs what she costs. I went from using that Bubba. I probably had that thing for about, I had that for a while, probably like 6 or 7 months. And it was cool. It got the job done. But baby, this Stanley? Oh my God, the Stanley, y'all. When I tell you, it's just so much better. From the way that when you suck the water, you don't have to pull too much, you know, it's just a little, you just pull a little bit and the water is coming up, versus with my Bubba, you really got to pull to suck the water through the straw. Same thing with my boyfriend. He has a cup like this as well, not a Stanley, and I let him suck on mine and he was like, dang, like when you first get this, if you had just like a regular one, you'll instantly notice the difference in the amount of pressure that you have to apply to actually get the water through the straw. So I love that in and of itself. And then also the way the Stanley is made, it's not made with a lot of metal in the top, so it doesn't mold. The other cups that are made with a lot of metal in the top is going to mold over time, so you have to replace it. This is made with more rubber and plastic, so it's going to last a little bit longer. I swear I need me a Stanley sponsorship the way I just ranted about it, because I love it. I will not say that it keeps my drink colder longer than the other one. Like, I feel like it's about the same amount of time as far as how long it keeps my drink cold. But as far as the ease of use, as far as the aesthetic of it and things like that, I love it so much more than the previous cup that I was using. So a 10 out of 10, I would highly recommend get you a Stanley, girl. And then the color is just so perfect. Like, it's giving skin tone, right? Of course. So now that we done ranted about those things, we all know that it's important to stay moisturized and hydrated. Just because you look better when you're not moisturized and hydrated, you look dry, you look dull, you look lifeless. Like, the glow comes from your insides being hydrated and then you moisturizing. And last but not least, the last thing on my list is to have good manners. I've talked about this before. Having good manners is just like having a positive personality, right? Please and thank you. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. It just goes with the total package, you know. When you're rude, when you act like you don't have to say thank you, or you don't appreciate the efforts of somebody by just acknowledging the simple thank you, or no thank you, or yes please, no please, just little things like that. It's just kind of distasteful, you know. It's just like, okay, you wasn't raised right, you know. So have your manners. Make sure you saying please and thank you. I feel like we learned this when we were so young, but oftentimes we can forget and kind of neglect them. And I think having manners as a person who's already beautiful, on top of everything that we just listed out, right, to then put the cherry on top with those manners, is just going to take you to the next level and help you look more beautiful, because it adds to the list of positive traits that you have about yourself. So once the good is outweighing the bad, sister, you is as fine as you can be, okay? So I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope that you can take something from the video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.